episode number 25, season 1 finale. The boys are joined in the studio by twin lions, who talk and form a song. Nick and Dan also talk about what to expect from season 2, in between seasons, and upcoming shows of theirs. Mr. Skelton takes his final shots of the season at the guys. Scott Leffler of all WOY News Radio shows up to drink and chat, and the bombshell gets dropped at the end. Ready? Here we go.
Welcome to the Dan and Nick show.
There you go.
There we are. Welcome everybody to the season finale of the Nick and Dan show. Season 1 comes to a close.
Thank fucking Christ.
See everybody later. We're here with Twin Lions. What's going on, boys?
What's up,
I'm very happy to be here.
Right, we're happy to have you.
How many shows did you do this season?
25.
Wow, 25.
25 weeks. How'd you guys start this show? Like, what made you guys start it? I
Well,
want to hear this.
yeah, boredom. We had cameras, and I had an El Camino that needed work, so we started filming stuff.
It was originally called Nick and Dan Doing Shit, but it developed into this sort of talk show style thing. It is what it is.
Hey, you know what? Plus, usually we were kind of tired and hungover on Sundays, so we didn't want to work on shit.
Yep.
So it's a mixture of we got lazy / drunk, hair of the dog.
And somehow, in fucking internet land, y'all wanted to keep watching it, so here we are.
I wasn't expecting it. I'm like the most random. Like we have 50-something-year-old odd dudes walking up like, "Oh, I caught the show this week." Seriously?
Not the audience we were going for. We were kind of hoping for like 18-year-old girls.
demographic, right?
You know,
Right. But hey, anybody that watches is cool. I dig it. Plus, we get to hang out with other bands and shit and talk about their deal. So, Twin Lions.
I'll tell you this, you were lucky to have us all here, man.
I know you're all busy motherfuckers.
You know, it's and it's cool how this happened with the show coming up and us getting back together to do this show, and you know, it's kind of I was trying for a while and just schedules wouldn't work. You know, we just all had a lot of stuff going on, so it was just the right time to just fucking do it. You know.
Yeah, because you guys never really had a farewell. It just kind of left the scene for a little while. You know,
Right.
There's been a big hole for a solid fucking rock band in Niagara Falls, which you guys definitely fit.
dude.
So I'm glad you're coming back and finally having a farewell show.
Right after I bought a goddamn t-shirt. I said goodbye. I'm like, well, fuck. God damn it.
It's a
Yeah, that
collector's
plays out.
item. Yeah, it's worth money now, man. Vintage.
Hey, I'll be rocking it on the 21st. You
There
better
you go.
believe that.
Well, man, you guys caught a lot of shows that we played, man. You guys were, I mean,
Right.
honestly, you were there almost every fucking night we played.
Well, I mean, there's
For a
neon
couple
lights
years.
and alcohol and good
Yeah.
tunes. Why the fuck wouldn't I be there? Good tunes above all else, but the alcohol definitely helps. In case it hasn't been mentioned on this season, I'm a semi-medium functioning alcoholic.
We'll go with that one.
Yeah, there we go. Semi-medium functioning alcoholic. You guys were around for a while, too. A couple of years, easy.
Yeah.
Tell us about Twin Lions.
I was born a poor black child.
As every good story should begin.
It's hard for me to like say it from like the origin point, because I wasn't actually there for like the origin point. I kind of came in like where we were like building things up. Originally we started in this guy's basement. So it was a group of guys, our original guitarist Andy Migliazzo, there's a drummer, his name was Clay Crosley, and Sir Paul over here. Those guys had a previous band. What was the name of your previous band?
Autumn Rhythm, nothing
Okay.
worth discussing in this.
There's like one guy at home going,
Woo!
Yeah.
Never let the dream die, man.
Yeah!
But yeah, the five of us just were jamming out in Earl's basement, and then from there we started to get a couple of originals together and really trying to just figure out a style. And then obviously a couple of the other guys dropped off. They had other stuff they wanted to pursue. For a while there, we needed a drummer, so Earl was our basically our scout
recruiter.
Yeah, he's our recruiter. And conscripting drummers from other groups.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, he's a drummer thief.
No, you know, we had just like a story like every other band, you know, members change and then you finally hit that group
That sweet spot.
And then we just started playing everywhere and anywhere. And I mean, which hurt, it helped us and hurt us, but like, I mean, I'll be the first to say we were a good fucking band.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if that sounds like bad, me saying that. We were a good fucking band, man.
Hell yeah, man.
You know,
Well,
we are a good fucking band.
Well, I mean, for like the first year, we practiced twice a week
Mhm.
for several hours each session.
Well, we're talking about that. Like, me and you have gone back in conversations before. There's bands that get together where it's like their side project almost. You know, it's more along the lines of a hobby for them. They enjoy playing music. You know, they enjoy the camaraderie that comes with it. But obviously, when you guys set foot, like, you guys wanted to be a fucking heavy-hitting, professional style band.
Well, we all
Instead
have
of-
a strong work ethic too.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
all of us are like all balls to the wall. Like we
Yeah.
put everything into it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was
Take
definitely.
everything very seriously.
You could see it. It showed in the end product where you guys came in and you worked for what you wanted.
It's like he was saying, we were together at least once a week, 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
And every day we'd rehearse, man, we'd go through the whole set. So we got very fucking tight, you know. I'm not just trying to toot my own horn here, you know, but
No, you're tuning all of our
yeah,
points.
it's
great.
we had some good times, man. Don't ask me about them because I don't remember. Those were some hazy 3 years, but you know, and you're gonna hear quite. The
We
set,
aim to
man.
please.
There you go.
We got quite the set planned for you guys.
Hell yeah.
You know, the coolest thing, man, is, you know, playing the show and rehearsing for it. I mean, we have a pretty extensive set for this show, and we haven't played together in a year.
Mm-hmm.
And a couple weeks ago, we got together and we played for the first time in a year, and we went through the whole set and fucking nailed it. Like, we just, you know, came back where we left off, and
It was
it
pretty
was.
I think we were all pleasantly surprised at how well that went.
That's right.
So, tell us, what's happening on the 21st of this month?
Say Twin Lions and Stalking Neptune, along with Uncut Stones and Big Bottle Rocket, will be delivering a colossal local show at the Evening Star Concert Hall. And if you like Niagara Falls music, you best be there.
Hell yeah.
If you don't know about Niagara Falls music, you best fucking be there, because you need to know. You have to. It's part of the scene, man.
It is. People
It's some
forget
good
about
shit.
that sometimes, man.
They do. I mean,
It's.
when we look at the past couple of years, what Niagara Falls has offered up, it's been thin. So you don't see a lot of offerings from the falls anymore.
Yeah, people
But,
can see through bullshit too. I mean, when they go see a show,
mm,
when you're finished playing, they can tell whether you're serious about it or not, and the way
Right.
that you play,
Oh yeah.
and
Yeah.
how well constructed the music is, and all that shit. So
learn about Niagara Falls music. Come out on October 21st. I know I'll be there. Dan, you'll be there?
Absolutely.
Dan will be there too, so you can hang out with both of us, or completely ignore us. That's all right too. We understand.
I'm debating that night.
Shit happens.
Right? Earl may acknowledge my existence. He may completely ignore it. Come out the 21st to find out which.
I won't ignore you.
You won't. He won't ignore me. But find out what Earl's gonna do. October 21st. Come to the Evening Star and see. Will Earl ignore Nick, or will he acknowledge him as a friend?
yeah, dun,
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 dun, dun.
dun.
I think the better question is going to be, if Paul, are you going to be rocking the fucking captain's hat on stage?
You're gonna have to come and find out.
Yeah, this is gonna be a surprise, right?
There's a lot of surprises for October 21st.
I don't-
I feel like these are more incentives.
I don't kiss and tell.
Oh.
Oh.
Damn, he's a gentleman. All right.
The captain.
Now, beyond this, any plans? What are you guys doing individually? You know, what's going on with all of you guys?
Interesting question. During the year that we have not been playing together,
Mhm.
we've all kind of done our thing with side projects and stuff like that. So I think this is just like, for me personally,
Mm-hmm.
it had to happen at some point, like you guys were saying. And I think we had such a good chemistry that we knew, regardless of what was going on, aside from Twin Lions, that we would come together again at some point.
Right.
And like we're going into this, and correct me if I'm wrong, anybody, but with no expectations really. Let's just have fun together again, do what we did best, and see what happens.
Awesome.
But yeah, we all got side projects going on, so
So tell us about the side projects. What's everybody got going on? What can we expect from you guys currently?
John and I have a project that we are calling After. So couldn't be more different than what Twin Lions is. A little more electronic based, along with live instrumentation. And to those of you watching, we're currently looking for a bass player. So any
Yeah.
bass players out
Yes.
there, hit up Johnny or me, and we'd love to hear what you can contribute to our electronic stew.
And if you don't have them on Facebook or social media, you can find them through Dan or I. Contact us. We'll put you in touch with them. Bass players, unite.
I think that's the WD-40 telling me that I don't need another project.
No, it's like,
That is a sign.
That
is a sign.
I'm laying down. I can't do it anymore,
Can't do
Dan.
it. Man down.
Well, I talked to you guys. I was here a couple weeks ago. You know,
Yeah.
we had a pretty
Yeah.
good discussion. I've been quite fucking busy. Lost Elysium, going full time with Lost Elysium now,
Right.
which has been pretty cool. You know, we've been touring, playing a lot of cool shows. We're working on the album. You know, we just did drums for at GCR, so we're slowly doing that. You know, Joe and I are in Tokyo Monsters. You know, which is
Oh, I know.
you've heard.
I've
It's,
heard.
It's true.
It is true. It's true.
I was there to witness it the first time. It's definitely a thing.
It's
Yeah, I was there too. Good show, man.
Was I at that
Good
one?
You
Was
were
I at the
there.
second one?
You were not. You
You
were
were
at the
there.
second one.
That's right. I don't know where the hell I am. No, seriously, where the fuck am I right now?
So I got 2 full-time groups. You know, getting divorced and everything. I kind of had to fill my hole with something else. Hey,
Guys, can we talk about bringing phrasing back? Seriously.
Phrasing.
Phrasing!
wait, are we not doing that anymore? Yeah, I'm just trying to stay busy. And you know, like this Twin Lines thing, there's no expectations on it. You know, that wouldn't surprise me if we played again.
Okay.
There's no expectations. We're focusing on this night and giving the best
Yeah,
show
we
we
just want to
can.
deliver. That's
this
the only
night, you know.
expectation.
This will be the first. It's gonna be weird for me, man, being sober.
Yeah?
Playing this show, you know, that's gonna be a whole different thing, man. But it's gonna be cool. What is Earl gonna wear? That's the question.
Guys, another mystery that the results will unfold only on October 21st. What is Earl gonna wear?
I'm going to go off on a limb and say at some point his shirt's going to come off.
Yeah, or what
That's
Earl
probably
isn't
true.
going to wear.
Yeah, I've seen him play
Dude,
many a
which
time.
song?
And I
Right.
think at every show recently within the past year or so, shirt has come off.
Well, I
There's
mean,
just sexy Earl and a bass.
I would say when you got it, you gotta flog it.
I guess so.
You know, I mean, Jesus, making us all look bad.
I mean, I could take my shirt off
Fuck
on stage,
you.
but I'd attract the wrong kind of clientele. Some social circles, I'm what's known as a bear.
Have you had a lot of guys walking up to you fingering their belly button?
And I do that myself in the shower.
Help me. I don't know where I am. Follow the IP address. Help me.
So Exham Priory, man, you guys pretty much started. I mean, we were talking about this. You guys started right after Twin Lions kind of ended, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
So one thing is we really never got to play together, but I was talking to you guys about how after we kind of called it quits, you know, a year ago, it kind of, especially in Niagara Falls, left a spot kind of open for you guys to kind of like, you know.
Yeah, man,
come
we
in
got
and
a
crush
lot
it.
of credit to throw at you guys, because
You're welcome. I'm taking
I
all,
was
I'm taking all the credit.
You left a little room for us, like, all right, fuck, now's the time to jump. Go,
Yeah,
go,
right.
go.
I'm joking. I'm joking. You guys really are incredible, though, man.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you.
And
Well,
you
thank
guys
you,
really
dude.
are good, man.
We do what we do. I mean, we came together, and I'm not gonna lie. Like, as soon as we got to the point where we're like, all right, we're gonna start playing out, your name was at the top of the list that we wanted to come out and play with you guys, and I was like, yeah, we're not together anymore. I was like, fuck, man,
Yeah.
come on.
Our main goal is for us to have fun on stage, and
Oh yeah, that's what it's
That's,
all
yeah,
about.
You know,
that's
if-
always the goal.
if we have fun on stage, it seems like other people have fun as well that are there. So
Yeah,
They
it
feed
works
into the
out.
energy.
So obviously, you guys know that back in September we opened for God's Children.
We did.
I don't know if it was brought to light, but actually Tokyo Monsters was one of the first bands I know that they had talked to about as an opener. But this go around, Black Friday, November 24th, you're going to have Exham Priory, Tokyo Monsters, and God's Children. Where you can come out and party with us after Thanksgiving. Get the fuck away from your families for a little bit. I love my family. I love you. none of them are fucking watching right
You know
now.
what?
Not even my fucking wife, so we don't have to worry about that.
That's a kick-ass bill of Niagara Falls
The
music.
supreme
Niagara
offering
Falls.
of Niagara Falls music.
I've been following fucking God's Children since far back as I can remember. I remember sneaking into bars.
Oh, you're old.
Again, I'm not old, I'm more awesome. Let's ignore the fact that my right arm has not moved at all this entire show.
Well, who decided to fall down the fucking stairs and then spend my Sunday in urgent care?
Yeah, what
Urgent. Yeah, I fell down the
Fell
stairs,
down
grabbed
the
the
stairs.
banister, and ripped my shoulder right out of the socket. So, I also ripped the ligaments holding my shoulder in place, which is why this isn't moving all that much right now. Which is why, this is a perfect segue.
Oh,
Which is why, this Wednesday, you should come out and see Exham Priory at the Mohawk Place opening up for Mikhail Graves. Because I'm still going to play guitar. In a horrendous amount of pain, because the show must go on.
Absolutely.
So support my anguish. Make it worthwhile, or just come out to see me grimace in pain on stage and laugh.
So welcome back to the Earl and Joe Show.
Take it over, boys. You want it? Have it.
And go!
Today we have Nick and Dan from Exham Priory with us.
Hey,
thanks
what's
for having
going
us, guys.
on?
Tell us, what are you guys doing? What do you guys got going on?
Well, you know, we got the
Mikhail-
shoulder repair and
Yeah.
things like that.
Mikhail Graves on the 11th of this month. We have the Halloween show at Stamps on the 27th of this month.
Yep.
Think So Joe's birthday party on the 11th of next month.
I will be there, Los Elysium.
It's going to be an amazing time.
God's Children. with
God's
Tokyo
Children with
Monsters.
Tokyo Monsters on November 25th,
4th.
24th. Listen, numbers, stuff, places. I just go where you tell me to
Everybody
go.
shows up there on the 25th.
Blame this fucker.
November
Patreon
24th.
calendar.
Yeah.
And then the 16th of December, we're at the Niagara in Lockport
Yep.
with Virus X.
Mhm.
And then
December 31st.
December 31st with Magic Honey, Billy Draws 2, other bands.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yep.
love them.
I know, other bands, they're awesome.
They're so good.
Yeah,
are.
absolutely.
You never know what the fuck you're going to get.
They're never the same members.
Good bunch of guys,
That
man.
other
Yeah.
band. It's
Thank
never
you.
the same
Right.
members.
I mean, their second album wasn't as good, but
I mean, the sophomore album is always tough because you got to live up to the hype of the first album, and it's not always as great. But you push on through that to your next album, and then that one's fucking excellent.
I think the name change between the first EP and the second EP, that's where a band makes it, breaks it.
Yes.
You're right.
Absolutely.
When they go, we don't want to be associated with that garbage from before. We're going to change our name to something different.
Complete rebranding.
Well, we're going to play all the same songs.
All the same songs. All of them. I'm so tired of the overbooking of shows.
yeah.
There's no
that's
reason. No reason.
That's subject for another entire show, right? Save it for next
Right.
season, guys.
Next season, we're going to talk about 3-band maximum on a fucking bill.
Yeah, right.
Amen.
Unless it's a fucking festival,
Hashtag.
3-band maximum.
Right.
Yeah, hashtag 3-band max.
It's going to be a movement. It's
is.
going to be a movement. We're going to...
Hashtag no more than 4.
no more, yeah, no more than 4.
4 is the absolute limit, if you must.
Sound guys, revolt. You could stop this shit if you really wanted to.
For just $1.25 a day,
Yeah, right.
you can help prevent overbooking of bands.
The arms of a musician.
Yeah, there we go. We are the world.
Wait, should we have like each one of us like walk by the camera tearing up really quick while
Yeah,
you
right.
sing?
You could try to fit me in the chinchilla cage in my house. So
Yeah.
I look like one of those sad animals.
Hi, my name is Earl Lee, and I'm here to ruin your fucking day.
Right.
In the eyes of a musician.
I brighten up everyone's day.
That is true. Every time you're around, it's always a fun fucking time.
Did you have thoughts of suicide at any point in your life? Then watch this commercial.
Ooh, maybe we could just get Sarah McLachlan to do it for us.
Maybe.
She's not doing anything now. What the fuck? She needs money.
There you go.
We could probably get Jewel in on it too.
Now you can't edit any of this because this is fucking gold.
This is gold. Right here,
Your
this is
season
this-
finale is going to be an
Yeah,
hour
right.
long.
this is all staying right
If
here.
You're going to get so many
The
comments
Game of
just
Thrones
rolling.
finale,
Right.
Local music.
Yeah, Sarah McLachlan and Jewel, if you're not doing anything, we know you're not, so don't try and say you
I
are.
think Jules elk hunting in Alaska right now or something.
That's all there is to fucking do in Alaska, so of course she is.
Yeah, what are you going to do?
Get a hold of us. We're going to put together a commercial to help stop the overbooking of shows. You could make a change. I always like to talk to other musicians about backgrounds in music. Find out what brought you to the grand stage. So, guys, tell me, where each of you come from as far as music goes?
Let's start with Steve.
Go ahead, Steve.
I like Led Zeppelin and Green Day.
Okay.
And it was just, just watching Green Day play really made me want to play music.
But alright, so you got your background more in like ska punkish kind of feel.
Yeah, just like a punk rock, I just like playing guitar fast and loud. And
Okay. Any certain era of punk that you really liked overall, or just kind of dig it in general?
no, I just kind of, anything that's catchy and fast,
Okay.
I'm on board with it.
Well, musically, so I grew up listening to a lot of Beatles and a lot of Queen, so I always liked music, but I never knew I wanted to play guitar until the Green Day American Idiot tour, and Steve and I were actually both at the same concert, unknowingly, and that's right around the time both of us started playing, and we've just been playing ever since.
Something about just seeing Billy Joe go crazy on stage. This is like, I want to do that.
My name is Earl, and I'm gonna wait. That's not
Wrong meeting. I know your schedule's crazy lately. Wrong meeting, though, brother.
No, I was brought up in I was lucky where my mom introduced me to a lot of just hard. Well, I mean, we all know my mom. I mean, that goes without saying.
Hi, Becky.
Hi, Becky.
Hi, Becky. We love you.
Which is cool. She's a huge local music supporter, and
She is. I
Yeah,
see her
man.
in a lot of shows.
when I moved in with them, I immediately I was brought into Zeppelin, Scorpions, just a lot of old school stuff, and that morphed into just like Metallica was always where I get made fun of because I still love Metallica,
Love you, brother.
As far as influences go, my big four: Zeppelin, Kiss, Van Halen, and Metallica.
Alright.
I was like 4 years old. Me and my mother were at a friend's house, and they put me in front of the TV, and I seen Kiss at the Budokan, '77 on HBO, like a Friday night concert special.
Oh shit.
And I was just like, I want to do that, So I got my first Kiss record, which was Destroyer,
Okay.
going back 75, 76, and just, from there, just gravitated toward the drums.
Okay.
Bonham, of course, a huge influence on me. Listening to Zeppelin, I'm like, that's what I want to do.
I was raised on the words from the prophets of Kurt, Eddie, Chris, and Lane, and the fact that 3 of them are gone now is fucking devastating to me, really. But, I mean, that's my foundation, but really, music as a whole, I have a hard time not being inspired by most genres of music.
So, Paul,
Yes, brother.
one final question I always like to present.
Yeah.
Your lyrics.
Yes.
And then I'm actually going to come back over Joe as well and ask this question as well. Your lyrics.
Yeah.
Where do they come from? What do you draw off of to write the music that you do?
For me, a lot of the stuff that I presented with this band, there's some personal stuff, but there's also a lot of storytelling.
Joe, same question. Where are your lyrics? Where does the songs you write come from?
Basically how I feel and how I see things. Just like frustration, anger, passion, insecurities, just all your normal stuff, and that's one of the only ways I have to express it, so I guess it's best you express it through song than any other negative means, so it might as well be constructive.
I know that the people watching are dying to find out what the fuck Twin Lions sounds like for those that aren't fucking familiar. Or, if you are familiar but you want to check out a little bit of a different take. Guys, what we're going to give you right now is a little cut from Twin Lions. Ladies and gentlemen, for your listening pleasure, Dan and I, from the Dan and Nick Show,
Apparently.
give you Twin Lions.
coffee 9 to 5 HOB land. Here will be quiet as you walk through the door. Heavy the notes says we can't do this no more. And I close my eyes, count to 10, wrap my arms around, head around 8, catch my breath, there's no reprieve. Never dream in my dreams that you never leave. Waking from the stupor in the hallway, empty bottles of courage line where we used to lay. Stumble up the stairs, pretending not to care. Searching for your soul, was it ever truly there? And I close my eyes, count to 10, wrap my arms around, head around 8, catch my breath, there's no reprieve. Never dream in my dreams that you never leave. Oh, you're leaving, leaving, oh. You're leaving, leaving, oh. You're leaving, leaving. Do-do-do. Do-do-do. And I close my eyes, count to 10, wrap my arms around, head around it, catch my breath, there's no reprieve. Never dream in my dreams that you never leave. Oh, you're leaving, leaving, oh. You're leaving, leaving,
Welcome back to the John and Paul Show. We're happy to have you guys here.
George and Ringo should be here shortly.
Oh, Ringo.
Again, that was a song from Twin Lions. Fucking amazing, guys.
Absolutely.
I really can't wait for the show on the 21st. And from Dan and I want to say thank all of you for coming out for our season finale here.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, sure.
It's been a great time. Make sure you come out October 21st, the Evening Star in Niagara Falls, New York. Catch Twin Lions. Not a farewell show, just a, hey, we're back for a little bit
Let's
show.
have fun.
Right.
Let's
have fun show.
Let's
There
do
you
what we
go.
do best.
I like it.
And then November 24th, you can catch Exham Priory and Tokyo Monsters at the Evening Star as well with God's Children. And you can see us this Wednesday. So that would be tomorrow,
Tomorrow.
because this airs on Tuesday.
Very good.
You can catch us tomorrow at the Mohawk Place with Mikhail Graves, The Scarecrow Show, and many other bands. But guys, again, thank you all. Thank you all,
Thanks for
honestly,
having
for
us,
coming
guys.
out. It's been a great time. Had a lot of fun.
Absolutely, man. Good times.
High fives. Everybody
High
in.
fives.
Everybody in. That's nice. Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Oof. And guys, now for Truths with Tony.
I have an EpiPen. My friend gave it to me as he was dying. It seemed very important to him that I have it. And then in his final moments, I saw rage come over his face. I'd like to think he was so angry that he couldn't live on to see me enjoy this gift that he gave me. I just poured super glue on a nonstick pan. Someone has to be wrong. Because either this glue ain't gonna stick, or this pan's gonna get awful sticky.
So guys, that there was Truths with Tony.
Always a fun bit.
It is always a fun bit, and we had a fucking blast with Twin Lions.
We did.
I'm really looking forward to their show on October 21st. I'm looking forward to our show tomorrow on October 11th with Mikhail Graves and a bunch of other amazing acts. I'm looking forward to playing with Tokyo Monsters on the 24th. The 24th of November. And even our show for Halloween on October 27th.
From OS New York Radio and News, which Mr. Scott Leffler will be here soon. You can have a chat with him.
He's going to be joining us as the final guest of the Nick and Dan Show Season 1. Speaking of Season 1, Dan, we've had some fun.
We have.
It's been some work a lot of the times.
A lot of work, yeah.
And a lot of debauchery.
Yeah, a fair amount.
A fair amount of debauchery. But guys, 25 fucking episodes with you so far. It's been an amazing run. You guys keep tuning in. It does mean a lot to Dan and I that people are actually willing to watch us every week doing this. So, Dan, we've had a lot of fun. As
we have.
You people have seen now over the past 24 episodes leading into today, episode 25, the season finale. I know! We get a little bit of free time to ourselves again.
I have no idea what that is.
You aren't going to have to see me every Sunday.
Yeah, I'll probably still see you.
You'll miss me, won't you?
Not at all.
Not one bit? Aww. Seeing as how this was season 1, and we've said there's a season 2.
Apparently there's going to be a season 2, yeah.
We do have a habit of having some countdowns.
We do.
And I think we should count down a couple of things that people can expect for season 2.
Could you say this would be a final countdown for season 1?
It's a final countdown!
Yeah, man.
Well, the final countdown for season number 1 is the top 5 things that you can expect for season 2.
Oh, sweet lord.
And
he's got more paper, ladies and gentlemen.
I do.
I'm going to have to sweep the fucking floor again.
They're smaller.
Thanks, I guess.
I'm going to take care of that, though.
Okay.
So thing number 5. A new hat! This season I've been rocking the Chevy hat. I know it's tough to tell because of the resolution of our video, but it says Chevrolet right here. And the logo.
It does.
But next season, I'm going to wear a different hat.
Hooray!
You'll have to tune in to season 2 to find out what the hat is going to be.
I hate you so much. Oh, yay! Oh, piece of shit. Thing number 4. We're actually going to be doing stuff.
We're going to do things again.
Yeah, the whole idea of this fucking little thing we got going on here was you were going to see me and this cat work on things like his car, the cash register that we neglected, the motorcycle you're sitting on. We were going to be doing things, but instead it was kind of like a little talk show thing that we came up with.
Well, because Saturday nights we're doing stuff. Sometimes we're hungover, like we talked about earlier at Twin Lions.
That's right.
We're tired. It's been a long week. So, we don't want to do stuff.
That's right.
We want to sit here on our motorcycles and talk at the camera.
I guess.
But, next season, doing stuff.
There you go.
Thing number 3. Regular guests. Because we're going to think this out a little bit. Get a hold of people ahead of time.
Not going to be a last minute kind of thing?
No, like Friday, Saturday night, contacting people saying, hey, what are you doing on Sunday? come film with us.
Yeah.
So we're going to have regular guests on every episode. And regular musical guests as well, I would hope.
To making promises we hope to keep.
Got it in your hood.
Yay.
Fuck yeah.
So, which brings us to thing number 2. For season 2. Bigger, better, and explosionier.
So you're saying we're going to have...
Yes, you guys are going to get explosions. You're going to have to tune in to see what kind of explosions.
But explosions nonetheless, because...
We may have real explosions. We may have movie explosions.
I mean, I'm just going to go with the Michael Bay approach, and the more explosions there are, that means the better that it is.
I like it.
So, explosions in season 2.
There you go.
The number one thing,
Numero uno.
that you can expect from season 2. A plan.
Yay, we're going to have a plan.
We're actually going to plan this shit out for once. Occasionally we scribble a couple of things on a paper on what we want to do, but that never really works out.
Never happens.
And this time we're going to plan this shit out for you so that you get high quality entertainment.
Wow.
Not that this isn't high quality.
This is not high quality.
You're
we have
right.
microphones on jack stands on my garage floor.
They are duct taped, and there's painter's tape holding them on there, and then there's Mr. Skeleton, who, by the way, has some minions today. Mr. Skeleton, how the fuck are you? I'm doing fucking wonderful right now. I've got a beer, I've got this purple thing in my lap, it's fuzzy, it's rubbing against me, there's another one above my head. I'm doing great. And you assholes said that you're going to bring me out this Wednesday to the show so I could meet people.
Apparently, we're going to have to.
We did say that we were going to bring him to the Mohawk place for the McHale Graves show.
We did.
You're absolutely fucking right that you did, and you fucking better, or I will haunt your goddamn dreams, you motherfuckers. I don't want that.
So, Wednesday at the Mohawk place, when we open up for McHale Graves on October 11th, which is tomorrow, you guys can actually meet Mr. Skeleton, a.k.a. Carl Winslow.
That's right, you could hang out, you could take pictures with me, have fun with me on Wednesday.
Okay.
I feel like I'm going to be very sad by the end of Wednesday.
I feel like we're going to need gallons of hand sanitizer.
I don't think I'm going to recover from this.
Probably not.
It's going to be like you and the ovipositor.
Yeah, it still haunts my dreams.
Yeah, it haunts mine too.
There you go. All right.
But these are things that you can expect from season 2. Now, guys, coming up next, we're going to have the man in charge of all WNY News and Radio joining us for a fucking awesome interview. Stay tuned for Scott Leffler. Welcome back to the Nick and Dan Show season finale. Now, I know, right? Cheers.
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 Gentlemen, thank you.
That's
Gentlemen.
Well, I use the term loosely.
That's a true story. Hey, who the fuck are you talking about? I'm a fucking gentleman.
No, you're not.
You're really not. Alright, that's true. Now, guys, I know that we had promised you me singing a Jason Voorhees mass to Wham.
But you went and fucked your shoulder up.
That, and I've been trying, and you don't want to hear me singing Wham.
But we
Okay.
came up.
Yeah, singing in general. Yeah, no, it's not.
We came up with a better idea. We have the man himself, Mr. Scott Leffler, founder of All West New York News and Radio.
Scott, welcome to the Rust Belt Chop Shop.
Yeah,
Thank you so much, Nick.
Absolutely. So, dude, I know you've had a lot to do with all WNY News and Radio from the get-go. Give us a little bit of history on
Ooh,
that.
all right.
Tell us.
Very basic history. 2006-ish, I am a talk show host on a radio station in Lockport, WLVL.
Okay.
Going into commercial breaks, going out of commercial breaks, most talk show hosts play music.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I thought that Western New York had a great music scene. So I decided that I would play music from Western New York bands. So I threw out a shout out. Hey, Western New York bands, send me your music. I'll play it going into and out of commercial breaks. Dude, I got more than I could use. I just got way more than I could use. So I started booking bands to do interviews. I started a whole brand new show on the radio station. And I would have bands come in. They would play a couple songs.
Mm-hmm.
We'd talk a little bit about, whatever shows they had coming up, whatever. But I still had more music than I could possibly use. So I went to my boss at the time, Dick Green. He still owns WLVL. Honestly, probably my favorite boss ever. Despite the fact that he fired me. Like, I'm telling you, solid dude.
That fucking says something right there.
So I said, do you mind if I start, like, an online radio station with just local music? He's like, don't steal my advertisers, but have fun. So I did. I started All Western New York Radio in April of 2006. April 1st of 2006, we kicked off with a concert in Lockport featuring 4 bands, and we just kind of grew from there. So we've had a 24/7 music stream since 2006, and it just every type of genre from rap to country, a lot of rock, obviously, a lot of punk. Personally, I'm a punk fan. I also like rap, but you name a genre, and we've had it. For a while, we had a music hour that was just noise, like noise type music.
Mhm.
I would tune in and I'd be, I don't know what the hell this is, but cool. Like people making music and they're willing to share it. And All Western New York Radio was there to give them an outlet, a venue. So it grew. We got a studio on Kenmore Avenue in Buffalo in probably early 2007.
Mm-hmm.
Teddy Powell, great guy, friend of mine, gave us a studio. Basically, we traded the studio for advertising. We would go in there once or twice a week and do a show. Noah's Ark with Corey Hagstrom and Thumb. So they did their show, and we would go in once a week. They'd do their show. We'd talk to bands, have bands in. We'd interview them. So it just, things kind of built. 2009, Corey Hagstrom, Noah Goki, who was, the Noah's Ark show.
Yep.
I basically handed it off to him and said, look, my life is kind of chaotic right now. I can't do this. But I really like the brand that we've built, and I don't want it to die. He said, I'll take care of it. And a couple of years ago, he called me and he said, hey, so I'm having another kid. My life is chaos. I can't do this right now. I don't want it to die. I'll take it back.
Right.
So 2 years ago, I took control of the helm of All Western New York Radio. At the time, I was working on a website doing news. So I decided to start All Western New York News. So it became All Western New York News and Radio. The radio side of the website, as it always has, broadcasts 24/7 with local music, some local talk, local commentary. But anytime, day or night, you go to allwesternyorkradio.com, you click listen, and there's something there. And then the news side of things, it's just local news. Police reports, sports, the arts, whatever, you name it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's been going that's now a year and a half. Just a couple months ago, I finally got another office. We're in the Niagara Business Center, which is on Buffalo Avenue in Niagara Falls, in the old Carborundum building. It's the Carborundum World Headquarters, and the building is gorgeous. But over the course of the past 2 months, I've been building the office up. I've been adding some equipment. So I'm getting to the point where, it's really ready for things. And actually, this Wednesday, I know you guys have a show, so you're not going to be there, which is really unfortunate. But the Think So Joe show, Joe Kent, my main man, my right-hand man, has really done a great job with programming for All Western New York Radio. He books all of our shows. We try to do a show once a month. Joe has done a great job, and so this Wednesday, the Think So Joe show, which he does every Wednesday from 6 to 8 p.m. on allwesternyorkradio.com, he's going to do the show from our office for the first time. And it should be a lot of fun. So it's going to be him and Brian Muller. And then Yellow Sauce, the band, is going to be there.
Will be there.
With Bob Nana, I guess.
Yep.
But if you need something to do Wednesday evening, before you head out to their show, starting at 6 o'clock at 1625 Buffalo Avenue, Suite 3J, which is the All West New York Radio Studios, we're going to have an open house, basically. I'm going to have some beer. I guess I'll order some pizza. And come out, say hi to Joe, see Bob Nana do his thing before you head out to their show.
No, but I mean, you guys got a great thing going, and obviously we got a big part to thank for you guys as well for stepping in and supporting us. I mean, I know My buddy Joe Kent, who runs the Think So Joe show, was a fan from the jump. You know, I mean, as soon as you guys, or as soon as
Well,
you,
he was very happy to see me get back involved.
Yeah.
And you know, when I retook control of All West New York Radio, I reached out to people that I had worked with previously. Joe being one of them, and I said, "Hey, just to let you know, I'm taking back over, and I'm really kind of looking to get some people who were involved before involved again. You know, do you want to help? Is there anything you can do?" He's like, "Dude, I got all these ideas."
Yeah.
And actually, he was working on a plan at the time to
for,
start his own kind of website,
716bands.com.
716bands.com. And he said, "You know what? I'm just going to shelve that, and I'll work with you." And I couldn't do this without him. You know, and there's so many people that All West New York Radio simply wouldn't exist without. You know, not to mention all of the bands that send us music. Every week I get emails from bands that are like, "Hey, will you play our single?" Of course we'll play your single. We play new music every night at 8 p.m. Most people who are working for us are doing it for free. Greg Burt writes a column every single week talking about, the top 10 shows of the week. He's never gotten a dime off that.
Right.
Corey McKnight does a short show, like a 5 to 10 to 15 minute show, 3 times a week. Never gotten a dime off of it. Mike Sargent does a show, lately they've been longer, but they were supposed to be the 5 to 15 minute variety, but they've grown to be 30 minutes. He's never gotten a dime off that. Joe Kent does his show every week. He's never gotten a dime off that.
It's the big thing
2
between
hours
Muller
show.
and I on the fucking show. Is like, yeah, we'll send it to Scott. He can pay us later.
Yeah, and so I've got people that have written for All West New York News, since its inception, and they've never gotten a dime off of it. And so you can see it and be like, wow, that guy's a cheap bastard. Well, kind of, except it's literally cost me money every month too.
But at the same time, everybody who's quote unquote working for you is doing it for the love of what
Yes,
they're doing.
because they love either the music scene or they love what it is they're contributing. Because without getting too sappy, and I know you guys don't have any violins to play, but they want to make the world a better place.
Right.
See,
And
I
this
knew I
is-
should have brought my violin.
And this is the way that they can do it. One story at a time, one submission at a time, and we think that Western New York is fucking brilliant, and we want to get that out there. I got a question for you.
What's up?
So you guys have been doing this show for a while, and I love it.
thank
And you got season 2 coming up, which I think is brilliant. And you need a new hat.
Yes, he does.
I do.
Why are you guys not doing this on All West New York Radio?
I mean,
So, all right. Full disclosure, 3 beers in. So you guys started doing the show, and I was like, "That's awesome." And then I was like, "I might be hurt."
I might be a little hurt.
Like, oh, I didn't think I had a soul. I'm a ginger. So I support the scene, and I will support the hell out of you guys. And when you asked me to do the show, I was honored. And if next season you decide you want me to do the show again, I'll be honored again.
Oh, hell yeah.
And however you guys want to do it, I'm thrilled that you guys are doing it. But I would love to collaborate, and so I would love to see the show. I'd love to see it under the All West New York umbrella.
I think that's more than doable.
I think that's very doable.
I
I
mean,
mean,
like,
obviously
and-
we could figure
yeah.
out logistics later.
Well, I
and-
mean,
I mean,
we were talking off air. I mean, the whole thing behind the show was it was pretty much just Nick and Dan doing shit.
which I think is
Richard
brilliant,
put.
by the
Yeah.
way.
Obviously,
The
we don't have
original
a plan.
intent of this show was to get people that wouldn't normally watch our videos
Right?
to watch this, and then suddenly, oh hey, this is suggested of the end from the same people. Let me check that out.
Yeah.
And then we wanted to get other bands involved, so
Which was kind of almost like we almost kind of ran out of shit to talk about or things to do. So we were like, all right, well, let's bring this person in and see what their perspective is,
right.
and then see if a conversation just doesn't organically kind of come up. And then
Which it did.
It did, and then there was a formula that we kind of stuck with, which is what I said to you. It was kind of like a video version of the Think So Joe show.
Right.
But, honestly, I never even thought about even kind of collaborating, so hell yeah.
So
man.
just throwing this out there, and we're at the end of the season. You guys have got a while to figure it out. And we can talk details off camera if you wish.
Mhm.
But about 50 blocks that way,
Yeah, exactly.
I have an office, which is a fully functional studio. I know that this space right here, I know that you guys kind of wish that it were different sometimes.
Mhm.
You're more than welcome to use my space.
I appreciate that.
We could
Right.
definitely set something up. All West New York Radio would be honored to have you if it's something you guys wanted to do.
Well, guys, then thing 0 that you can expect from season 2.
Thing point 5.
Thing point 5
There you go.
that you can expect from the Nick and Dan show in season 2.
Possible new location.
It's all WNY, news and radio, collaboration.
Thanks to the man himself.
That's
Thanks
right.
again, man.
We're going to
Here.
have a lot of fucking fun.
Take that. Put that on.
Here, take that. Put that on.
All right.
Might be a little sweaty, I'm not going to lie.
It's all good.
It's about the same size.
Dude, that is a sexy hat.
It
Right.
is.
But there you go, guys. Something more to expect from the Nick and Dan show in season 2. A more official location. Woo! And a lot more fun. A little more collaboration. We're going to have some good fucking times. But Dan,
Nicholas.
Scott,
Nick?
I believe that season 2 is coming to an end.
No.
I'm not going to lie. I'm kind of happy. It's been a long journey, but it's been a fun journey.
Mr. Skeleton, what do you have to say about this?
I think that sitting in a garage with you two fucking idiots for 25 weeks is bullshit. And you better take me out this Wednesday, aka tomorrow, for some fucking drinks.
We already told you we would, man. Settle the fuck down.
We told you. You're good. We're getting you into the bar. People are going to hang out with you.
Well, it better fucking happen, you fucking idiots.
You might even get to throw a bone in something.
Alright, well, as long as
Wait,
there's
can I come too?
potential
Yeah,
for
totally.
fun.
So, guys, Wednesday, tomorrow, you can hang out with Dan, myself, Mr. Skeleton at the Mohawk Place. Got Scott and the boys from Yellow Sauce hanging out at the All WNY News and Radio office here in Niagara Falls, New York. And Scott, what's the address for that again so I can find it?
It's 1625 Buffalo Avenue, Suite 3J.
We've had a lot of fun with you guys over the past 25 episodes.
That was my whole fucking summer right there.
Right. We miss time on boats. We miss time doing stuff, spending time with our wives,
I miss
or
time on this thing.
getting
Not really.
time away from my wife. Thank you all for giving me time away from my wife. As usual, make sure that you click on Matilda.
Right here.
Make sure you subscribe. Share it with your friends. Tell everybody. Catch us. We're going to give you in-between material throughout the off-season. And we will see you in Season 2. Peace!
See ya.